So I've got my Ediag Plus plugged in today into my little Honda Civic. And I thought I'd show you this because I've used it previously on my Mercedes, but for different cars, the software works and looks a little bit different. And when I put the Diagnostic on to this car, straight away, just like the Mercedes, it found the VIN number and it automatically downloaded the Honda software. So let's have a little play and we'll see if there's any faults.
Let's move on, 'cause it's time to move on.
As it goes through the menus, you'll see that these lights will blink and flash, and that's just the communication between the actual OBD Bluetooth module and your mobile phone. So as I mentioned, the software is a little bit different depending on the vehicle that you're using. So this is my little Honda Civic Mark 8. It's asking me, does it have keyless access? Well, unfortunately no, for me it doesn't. It says, but does the vehicle have a keyless access remote? No. One push start system. I do have a push button, but I don't have a keyless access remote. So let's go on a health report and press OK. It says it might take some time and the engine is not running, but we'll turn the ignition on and we'll press OK, and away she goes for the little health report, and we'll see if there's any faults. So we come to the end of the health report now, and you can see that I only have two. The word abnormal is sometimes used, and other times it will say DTCs. And as I said, it depends on the car. This is a little Honda. So it's saying that I've got a problem with ABS, and I've got the EPS, which is electronic power steering. Both of which I know work perfectly because I actually used the ABS today. It was a bit slippy, and the power steering's been working great. So I click on report here. So here we go, we've got a nice little report here. It breaks it down with a little bit more detail. So if you're a professional setup and you can send this to the customer, it tells them that there's the car, there's the year, there's your VIN number. It says that there are two issues for the vehicle body system: battery, vehicle low voltage, and engine speed signal. And then a little bit further down, it goes into talking about the professional reports, and we got anti-locking brake system, which I mentioned, and the electronic power steering. The green boxes, the green dots, are where we've all got a clear bill of health. So what I like to do now is go into the fault codes manually. There's only two, so it won't take long. And it's saying, caution, ABS control unit will quit communication above 50 kilometers or 30 miles an hour. Right, okay. It's communicating with the ABS. It's got 2 of 4, 3 of 4. So we go into read fault code. Let's see if there's any bit more further details within it. So here we go, we've got a battery low voltage. Now, a low voltage can trigger all sorts of issues on your car. It may have triggered the ABS in this instance. I don't think there's anything physically wrong with it because I actually used it this morning because the roads are a bit slippy. So I can go into reading data stream if I wanted to. I got an actuation test, we can press that, and we can go into the left front solenoid, the right front solenoid, and the rears as well. So if I go into the let's go into the right front, for example, make sure that the following conditions are met: the vehicle is stopped, press the brake pedal, and then shift to neutral. So let's do that then. So I'm in neutral, my foot's on the brake pedal, and we press OK. Release the brake pedal. Brake pedal's released. Test finished. And I could feel it perfectly working normally. I could feel the vibration through the pedal. So that's a little test there for the ABS. And you can do it for the other solenoids if you weren't too sure if one was not working, etc. So let's go now into clearing that fault. Are you sure? Press OK. On some cars, it asks you to turn the key off and on again. Wait 20 seconds. Here it just seems to clear it straight away because it's a Honda. I press OK, and if I go back now, I should see that that ABS has dropped off the top of the list. And there we go, we've only now got the electronic power steering. So let's go into that manually. 2 of 3, 3 of 3, and let's see what it says. So please print OK. Communicating, and let's go and read the fault code, see what it says in a bit more detail. Engine speed signal initial diagnosis current. So we got that code there, so we can go back. Let's see if there's any special functions. We've got a torque sensor learn. We can go into that there and have a look. This function is not for writing the torque sensor neutral position. So here we go. If you wanted to do a torque sensor learn, and it says here this function is for writing the torque sensor neutral position after the operation as follows. So reinstalling or replacement of the gearbox, replacement of the torque sensor, replacement of the EPS and VGS control unit, replacement of the gear ratio sensor. Right, so go back and let's try and clear the fault code now. So go into clear fault codes, press OK, engine stall, OK. Clear fault memory completed, press OK. Now if I go back, it should have dropped off the list and I shouldn't have any faults. So there we go, we got no faults, and these are the list of the control units that the Ediag Plus can talk to. And here we got in the actuation test, you can carry out all these tests here. Fuel pumps on, fuel pumps off, clutch, VTEC test, EGR test, all injectors, cruise control, idle stop. Let's go into VTEC test. Please ensure the gearbox shift is in neutral and the parking brake is on. Yes, done that. Start the engine. And here we are, VTEC solenoid off, engine oil pressure, engine speed. If I give it a little rev now, you can see it fluctuates up. And if I do the valve, here we go, keep engine speed above 3000, hold the throttle steady. Let's do that then. Release the accelerator pedal. So there you go, there's a little example there from Honda using my Ediag Plus. And you can see, if you see my other video when I did the Mercedes, that the menu system actually is quite different. On the Mercedes, you had a period of time to wait, 20 seconds, turn the key on, turn the key on, turn the key off type of setup. For the Honda, you just kind of press clear and it clears the fault. Also, the list of menus was slightly less than the Mercedes. You're going to find that between the variations in your cars. But nevertheless, it was very easy to use. I literally plugged and played. I put the Ediag Plus into my OBD2, Bluetooth on the phone. I went to find the VIN number. It automatically recognized that, automatically downloaded the Honda software, which is beautiful. Goes straight into the report, and I cleared those two codes, and I got a clean bill of health now in my little Honda Civic Mark 8. Appreciate you watching, getting to the end of the video. There's loads of other diagnostic videos I've got, so if you have a think about the old bell icon and subscribing, there's quite a few more coming up. I'm going to do some comparisons as well between the different models, try and give you a little bit of idea of what is the best diagnostic tool for you. Cheers.